it was through that process that I was able to really heal myself of OCD. And then when I got into Vipassana meditation, that was really life-changing for me because it connected everything. I really began to understand about the quality of sensation. I understood about how to sit with that sensation and understand the samskaras that exist, the old patterns, the karma, the trauma that exists in the body, and how it's a vibration. And it taught me that everything in life is energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be changed. And meditation in some ways is like this crazy alchemy. It turns the lead into gold. It transforms that energy and it opens it to become something else. And the process of meditation, though, teaches you how not to be attached to either the good sensation or the bad sensation, just to be present to what is and recognize that everything does transform.
Amazing. What an incredible description. And I actually haven't had anyone on talking specifically about OCD. We've talked about anxiety, but all coming from that same root in the mind of the mind has these very addictive tendencies, or the samskaras, the habits, and how just sitting, just breathing brings neutrality. And it's a real discipline. Like, it's incredibly challenging to sit there and just remain present up against those patterns that have been there for probably decades, maybe lifetimes. But, you know, to really work with shifting that is, it takes a lot of discipline and skill.
It's almost unbearable at times.
Yeah,
in the past.
yeah.
But the freedom is so worth it because it's just learning. You know, for me, my OCD was very much attached to survival. And so the anxiety is a familiar sensation. And so it was more familiar to sit with the addiction to that anxiety, to that particular sensation, than to stop it. Because if I don't have the familiarity of that one particular sensation, then the other thing that I have will be my vulnerability. And vulnerability is not something that I was taught. It's not a sensation I understood. It was very threatening. And so it would make sense to my psyche to want to avoid the vulnerability and to stay with what's familiar, even though that pattern was hurting me. And so I understand why people have a hard time with the sitting. But I can't, from someone who's been there, who has had to endure that uncomfortableness, I'm so grateful that there were actually tools that can be used, that can break some of the sensational habits and help you to be able to identify one sensation over the other. Because for me, that's really how my healing occurred.